What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Nook. For a lot of people, when starting a new YouTube channel, the hardest part is getting into a rhythm. Finding the right software to record and to edit, and the right hardware, like mics and cameras and lights, and etc. Well, in this video, you guys will learn not only how to make YouTube videos, but how to edit them, what kind of equipment you can use, and doing all of this with minimum resources. Even if you don't have any money, you can still make YouTube videos with what you've got. Okay, so first things first, you are going to need a computer. Whether it's a desktop or a laptop, a Mac, or a PC, you will need some type of computer in order to make efficient YouTube videos. In theory, you can use a phone. iPhones and Androids, they can work. It's just a lot harder, and that's a whole other video. Now, the first thing you should do is create a folder. Right here, I just titled mine YouTube Production. Just make it something easy that you know that this folder is dedicated to everything YouTube. We'll click into this, and then you'll see I've got even more folders. So I've got a background music folder. In my background music folder, I've got just a few songs, a few MP3s in here that don't have copyrights on them, so I am free to use them in any of my videos. This is a very important thing to have. You will want background music in your videos. We go back to here. I also have completed YouTube videos, so once I'm completely done with the video, edited, done, good to go, goes into here. You're going to want one of these because then it's a lot easier to locate the file when you're uploading it to YouTube. Here we've got images. Now, if you become a YouTube partner, which is actually very easy to do, you could do it right when you make a new channel, you will have the capability to make custom thumbnails. YouTube doesn't have a program in it to actually create the images. What it gives you is the opportunity to upload your own custom thumbnails. You will have to use a different website or program to create the thumbnails, which we'll go into real soon. And then depending on what kind of videos you're going to want to do, you may want a few other folders. Like I have a vlogging footage folder, so I know all of my vlogging footage is in here. And then YouTube covers, these are the completed thumbnails that I have finished. If your thumbnail is more than 2 megabytes, you can't upload it because the file's too big. And whenever I get my images, it goes into PNG. But you can edit it and save it as a new photo, as a JPG, and it decreases the size of it without ruining the quality, which is great. And we will be going into that real soon. Now, in terms of programs, there are a ton of different options that you can use, and I do recommend experimenting, looking at different programs, seeing what you like and what you want to use. But here I have got 2 programs that are sure to work for whatever kind of YouTube video you are planning to make. So first off, we have Wondershare Filmora. So we can double click into this. Now this is a video editing software. The cool thing about Filmora is that there is a free version as well as a paid version. The paid version you have to pay per month, and the free version gives you access to all of the same stuff. Only difference is once you export the video, your completed video, it will leave a watermark on it that says Filmora on it or Wondershare. So if you don't want that watermark, you will have to pay for it. But it is a cool program. It's a pretty good program to use if you are just starting out. It's pretty easy too. So if we just go into full feature mode, now you can see what Filmora looks like. Here, let me fix that. Okay. So if you look at this right here is the video that whatever video you're playing, you can watch once you've been editing it. You can play it at any point. And then up here is where you would drag and drop different files depending on what video you're planning on making. Now, to demonstrate this, I will show you what happens when you drag in a video. So here is a recording that I already have. It should actually be my YouTube production. So you just go into YouTube, you go into whatever folder that you have your footage in. So we're going to go into this. All you got to do is drag it in, drop it into this box anywhere, won't matter, and bam. Now we've got the footage there to play with. Now this is not part of the project yet. This up here is just the different videos that you're going to want to use in your video depending on what footage you have, what you want to do. Then you can drop it into here. Now, play the video. I can skip ahead, go through different stuff, and yeah. So you drag and drop the video into here, and then you can cut it, delete that, and then there. Now you have this little cut. Now, a lot of times in vlogging videos, as well as many other videos, you don't want the sound that was in the original video. You want to cover it with a voiceover, or you want to put some music in the background. So I've got some music right here, and I want to put this music in it. However, this has sound on its own. Now, I can mute it, or I can right-click and do audio detach. I can delete, and now this is just an image. And then I can drag and drop this in wherever I want. Put that there. I can play it, and then it will play the video as well as the music. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This Spring in My Step is available in the YouTube audio library, which, if we look at right here, you can see. Now, YouTube, if you just type in YouTube audio library, you'll get this to pop up. So this is the YouTube audio library. All of this you can see under here is free music. You can use any of these. You can just click on them, play them, and just check them out. And then they also have sound effects. I'm not connected to Wi-Fi right now, but yeah, so they also have sound effects. They have a ton of choices, pages and pages of uncopyrighted music that you can use however you want in any of your videos, which is great because that's how you can monetize your videos and make money off of them if that is something that you want to do. Now, let's say you're doing a video and you want to flash up a new product that you're maybe reviewing or looking forward to, and you don't want to interrupt the video. You want the video to flow, but you still want the product to show up. But maybe you don't want it to cover the entire screen. So let's pick an image. Let's see. Good image would be, let me do this. The Nook logo watermark. I don't know why I double clicked into that. All we got to do is drag it into the program. So now we have this photo. Now, let's say I want it about here in this video. We'll take this. We'll put it right there. Now, you can edit it however you want. I can put it wherever I want. Put it right, say I want it a little smaller, top corner, and I only want it for a little bit. So now we can go back, play this video, and once it hits the mark, boom, pops right up. You say, this is it right here, gone. And that's it. It's very, very easy to use these features. This, unlike a lot of more complex editing softwares, this is very simple and way easier to use, and you don't sacrifice any features in this. You can fade in, fade out, do the same thing with music and sound, and this is honestly a great program, even if you were going to have the watermark in the background because you don't want to pay for it. I definitely recommend Filmora. I've been doing it for all of my videos, and it's worked out great. Okay, so we are not going to save this. Now, the second software that I have in YouTube production that I use on all of my videos that works perfectly is called Bandicam. Now, what I love about Bandicam is that you can record your screen. It'll record your screen or anything that you are looking at. And what's really cool about it is that it could be any size. So if, let's say, for example, I only wanted you guys to see this page right here. I didn't want you to see any of the background around it, but I just wanted you guys to see this page. When you open up Bandicam, you have two options. If you guys look right here, you have this, which is game recording mode. So you can record games and video players using DirectX, which is another program that is downloaded once you download Bandicam, which is cool. And then there's this, which is screen recording mode. Record desktop screen in web video. This is what I use every time, even when I'm recording games like Portal 2. You can adjust it to any screen, and there's actually a little find window button once you open up screen recording mode, and you can click onto whatever window you want recorded, and it will fit that screen perfectly without adding anything or cutting anything off. So this is a great program. You're able to add webcam overlay, add mouse click effects, so that whenever you're clicking on the screen, the person watching the video can see that. Showing mouse cursor, which I obviously have on right now. Pausing hotkey and record and stop hotkey, which is cool. And then we've got all these different things. We've got image, so if you want to change all that, so the format, it automatically saves as a JPG. We've got output for video and images, and then just a little about. Then you can go to general and just ask any of this stuff, like Bandicam window always on top, start Bandicam, minimize to tray, Bandicam in Windows startup. So you can customize how you want Bandicam, the program itself, to run and stuff, which is nice. And the recording features on this are a lot better than a lot of other ones. I've tested maybe 3 or 4 different screen recorders, and this is the only one that I would guarantee is the best one out of all of them. Now, Bandicam, like Filmora, has a light version and a paid version. They're almost exactly the same. The only big difference is that if you are a free Bandicam user, once you hit 10 minutes, it will stop recording. It cuts off. So, if you want to do something in parts, or your videos aren't going to surpass 10 minutes each, then Bandicam, the free version, is perfect. It will get the job done. If you are planning on doing a lot longer footages, and you need longer than 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, as you can see, I've already hit 20, then I would recommend buying Bandicam. This is a good investment. However, since we're talking about not having to pay for any software or anything like that, the free version will work perfectly. A 10-minute gameplay is still a good amount of gameplay, and then you go into part 2. Another program that I just downloaded recently is called OBS Studio. Now, they have a 64-bit and a 32-bit, depending on what computer you have and what software you're running. Now, what's cool about OBS Studio is you can stream to YouTube using this software, which is good, because if you are planning on being a streamer and you want to stream games, footage, anything, then you're going to need something like this. It will take a little time to use and understand. I still don't fully understand it, but it connects directly to your YouTube account using a special code, so that this will only connect to your account and nobody else can get into the stream. Very easy right here. Start streaming, start recording, studio mode, settings and exit. You can do fades, cuts, and say exactly how long you want that fade to be. You can actually connect this to Bandicam so that while you're recording the screen, it will be streaming as well. These programs being able to work together is something that not a lot of programs do because they're only focused on their one program. So it's a pretty neat feature how they can work together. Now, in terms of hardware, this is where it gets a little tricky. Hopefully, your computer has a built-in camera and mic. If it does, then there is absolutely no need to spend any money on any equipment at this time. Since you're just starting, if you just want to experiment a little bit and post videos here and there, you won't have to take any money out of your pocket. Of course, on most computers, the built-in camera as well as the built-in mic are not the best. However, it is perfect if you are not going to be spending much money on this. If you do want to spend a little bit of money so that you can have a better mic and a better camera, there are some great cheaper options. Now, in terms of microphones, this is the one that I purchased and am using right now. It's called the Dream Gear DGUN 2851 USB microphone. Honestly, it gets the job done. It's cheap, you get it quickly, and you won't have much problems with it. Something good about this mic is that it is a unidirectional mic. And what's good about that is that it won't pick up sounds from the sides. It will only pick up sound directly in front of the mic. If you are short on cash or just don't want to spend much money, I definitely recommend the Dream Gear USB microphone from Walmart. Nice and cheap and easy. Now, if you haven't heard of it, there is an online shopping website called wish.com. Now, you can get a lot of different stuff from here very cheap versus getting it here. And here we go. Now, a lot of this stuff says free, just pay shipping. Shipping is like $2. So look, they sell tons of different stuff from shoes to hats to watches to fidget spinners. They even sell phones and tablets on here. There is a ton of stuff on this website. Now, what we really want is a camera. Now, you can use the built-in camera on your computer. However, most of the time, the built-in camera will not get you the best footage. However, on this, you can see you can get cameras a lot cheaper. These are little action cameras. They do also have web cameras. I grabbed the action camera so that I can use it as a webcam, as well as recording vlogging videos and stuff like that once I am out of my room and I want to do some footage wherever I'm going. If you want the best footage possible, I recommend getting a 4K camera. Now, there's a lot of bundles too, and of course, the 4K cameras are going to be more expensive than the 1080 or 720p HD cameras. However, there are some good bundles. So we can look at this right here, the Wimbus 4K. This is supposedly a good camera. I personally do not know. I do not own this camera. I most likely will be buying this set or a very similar set because I do need a second camera that can get 4K. And if you see this little orange truck speeding by, it means that you can get fast shipping. Because wish.com is a Chinese store, everything from here comes directly from China. So it usually takes 2 to 4 weeks before your stuff will show up. However, if you have the fast shipping on there, it's 5 to 7 days. So it's a lot faster. This is the kit that I bought myself. It's only $34, and plus shipping, the total comes to a little less than $50. So that is a little much for some people's price ranges. However, if you do want to invest in anything in terms of creating YouTube videos, hardware is the best to go. Camera and a mic. If you are just looking for a webcam, those can be found even cheaper. Even the HD ones can be found a lot cheaper. You can find them right on here. Look at this, $10. We got this smaller one. This one will most likely not be HD. You just pay shipping, which is usually about $2 to $3 for something that small. As you can see, you have a lot of different options. So if you want to look at the different specs, I recommend checking out wish.com and looking up different stuff that you want. They also sell mics on here and very similar stuff, as well as lighting kits for videos, which I personally do not own, but will be investing in the future. Well, if you have watched this entire video, then you now know how you can create YouTube videos with minimal resources. A lot of people think that you have to have the expensive cameras, $1,000 to $1,200 cameras, mics, lighting kits, expensive equipment, multiple computers, the best software out there. But the truth is you don't. As long as you are creating good original content, you can get by with the basics. There is one more thing I do want to show you guys, and that will be very helpful if you want to create your own custom thumbnails. Now, this website is called Canva. Now, what Canva is an amazingly simple graphic design software. Now, you don't actually have to download any program for this. This is built into the website. As you can see, this is where I created all of my logos, which, trust me, is very easy to do. All you gotta do is click Create a Design, and this is completely free. There is a paid, but that's only for stuff like adding transparent backgrounds and stuff like that. I only needed that for one image, and that's for the watermark. A lot of you won't need that, but if you do, you could do what I did. There is a 7-day free trial on here. You can check that out and see if you would rather have the paid version, or you can do the 7-day trial, get the images that you need, and then you can cancel the trial. Make sure you cancel the trial before the 7 days is up, or it will charge you. But now you can look at the popular design type, social media posts, documents, blogging and ebooks, marketing, and there are a few great categories in here. Canva is very easy to use. You can upload your own photos that you've taken and photos from online onto this website and create custom logos, adding texts, changing the background colors, changing the colors of the text. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do on here. I highly recommend using this if you want to use custom thumbnails, which you will want to use to catch people's attention. Now that is all the time that I have for you guys today. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, remember to subscribe, like this video, and comment in the section below. Well, this is Ryan, signing off.